pixel skies. Rubber burns where the brave survive. Tuesday night, the trucks get wild. Speedy trophy, we live that style. From rookies rising to the kings on top. We grind, we crash, but we never stop. Chop shops where legends are made. Under neon lights, we hit replay. Every lap's another chance to fight. Every wreck's just fuel for the fire inside. Welcome to the chop shop. Metal and pride, we're burning down the track, can't kill our drive. Fridays flame, Saturdays fly. Cuppin' Xfinity, we ride or die. We're breaking limits, hearts and lives. Shit's all or nothing in the chop shop. Crowd lights flicker on the virtual stands. Wheels shaking. Engines scream under pixel skies. Rubber burns where the brave survive. Tuesday night, the trucks get wild. Speedy trophy, we live that style. From rookies rising to the kings on top. We grind, we crash, but we never stop. Chop shops where legends are made. Under neon lights, we hit replay. Every lap's another chance to fight. Every wreck's just fuel for the fire inside. Welcome to the chop shop. Metal and pride, we're burning down the track, can't kill our drive. Fridays flame, Saturdays fly. Cuppin' Xfinity, we ride or die. We're breaking limits, hearts and lives. Shit's all or nothing in the chop shop. Crowd lights flicker on the virtual stands. Wheels shaking, calloused hands. Friday nights, the cup boys brawl. Rubbing paint, we risk it all. Saturday hits, Xfinity reigns. The next gen's coming to stake their claim. We've seen them grow, we've seen them fall. But every scar's a story told in asphalt. You can't fake grit, you can't buy fame. Only earn it by driving through the flames. Welcome to the chop shop. Metal and pride, we're burning down the track, can't kill our drive. Fridays flame, Saturdays fly. Cuppin' Xfinity, we ride or die. We're breaking limits, hearts and lives. It's all or nothing in the chop shop. When the chop shop. Crank it up, let the tires scream. This ain't a game, it's a driver's dream. From dirt to Daytona, from wrecks to redemption, we're cutting steel, built from tension. Chop shop, chop shop. We live, we race, we never Welcome to the chop shop, where fire meets chrome. We build our name in the danger zone. Truck Cuppin' Xfinity nights. We race for glory, we race for life. from under pixel skies. Rubber burns where the brave survive. Tuesday night, the trucks get wild. Speedy trophy, we live that style. From rookies rising to the kings on top. We grind, we crash, but we never stop. Shops where legends are made. Under neon lights, we hit replay. Every lap's another chance to fight. Every wreck's just fuel for the fire inside. Welcome to the Chop Shop. Metal and pride, we're burning down the track, can't kill our drive. Fridays flame, Saturdays fly. Cup and Xfinity, we ride or die. We're breaking limits, hearts and lives. It's all or nothing in the Chop Shop. Cloud lights flicker on the virtual stands. Wheels shaking, catalyst hands. Friday nights, the Cup boys brawl. Rubbing paint, we risk it all. Saturday hits, Xfinity reigns. The next gen's coming to stake their claim. We've seen them grow, we've seen them fall. But every scar's a story told in asphalt. You can't fake grit, you can't buy fame. Only earn it by driving through the flames. Welcome to the Chop Shop. Metal and pride, we're burning down the track, can't kill our drive. Fridays flame, Saturdays fly. Cup and Xfinity, we ride or die. We're breaking limits, hearts and lives. It's all or nothing in the Chop Shop. When the Chop Shop. Crank it up, let the tires scream. This ain't a game, it's a driver's dream. From dirt to Daytona, from racks to redemption, we're cutting steel, built from tension. Chop Shop, Chop Shop. We live, we race, we never stop. Welcome to the Chop Shop, where fire meets chrome. We build our name in the danger zone. Truck, Cup and Xfinity nights. We race for glory, we race for life. We're breaking limits, hearts and locks. It's all or nothing in the Chop Shop. In the Chop Shop. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, we chop it up, we race, we slay. Chop shot, chop it up, never stop.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Sports. It's a pleasure to have your live at a charge. We'll count down to green action here. If you're out there watching on Twitch, there's something going on with Twitch. Everything is fine elsewhere as far as watching, I believe, on YouTube and Facebook. Correct me if I'm wrong. The stream seems to be perfectly going at the right bit rate. Everything seems to be going just fine on Facebook and YouTube. You are having issues out there and you're seeing it, please let me know. But Twitch is definitely having issues because it's kicking back frames to me. It's kicking back a lot to me. It is not, but something's going on with it. So I'll keep my eyes on it, keep my eyes on the price, and keep my eyes on what's going on with that because it's
Which I'm showing you're still on your starting screen, by the way.
So there it is. That's kind of what you heard Penguin there. Sorry about that. It is what it is. So we're gonna keep rolling. Everything else is fine. I don't know what's going on. It's not on my end, folks. I promise. My internet is up. The stream is up. The streaming computer is doing fine. CPU usage is way low. Like everything seems to be dang near perfect right now. So doing the thing. It is week 13, New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the Chopp'N It Up Cup Series here. I hope you enjoyed the new music, the new things that I did for the stream. We're gonna have one for every league. It's gonna be pretty awesome. At least in my opinion, I think it's awesome. So it's a blast to see it. We're gonna run the 1 miler, 200 laps tonight. We're gonna see stage lap, I believe, a completion lap. I don't know. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, so I didn't even check the stage lap to make sure I put it in correctly. So, yeah, it's lap 50. So I didn't put it in. It was a guesstimation, so I usually check that stuff before I do it. 4 sets of tires, 100% fuel, no fast repair. The track temperature is a blistering 126 degrees. Looks like 81 on the air temperature, 38% humidity, partly cloudy sky, 4-mile-an-hour wind. And New Hampshire is a racetrack where it could be considered some people's kryptonite. Like mine. Yeah. Sorry, buttons are not working. I don't know what's going on. I've got Discord messages everywhere. Twitch is being twitchy. Yes, it is. So if you're out there watching and you're watching on Twitch, hopefully things are working properly enough to be able to watch something on it. So if it's not, then again, I do apologize. And hopefully it's going to be good. But it does look like Facebook and YouTube are looking pretty snazzy. So we appreciate that being able to be worked out. It is becoming the winter time, so some things could be happening elsewhere, and things could be working properly, or but it is what it is. There's not much I can do about it. I can only do so. Whoa, that was Brock Duty going around. So we talked about the race information. Let's talk about points. We're gonna have the current point standings right now. Michael Strickland with 2 wins and a stage win has the points lead by 97 points over Nathan Bigart. Bigart with 5 wins, 4 stage wins. He missed a few weeks, so that is the reason for much of that deficit right there. But things happen. Playoff point lead goes to Nathan Bigart currently right now as well. Brian Fine just behind Chris Justice by 35 points. That's about a race difference there. Brian missed a race as well. Chris Justice third in the point standings, has 2 stage wins. Look for his first win. Brandon Banks has 2 wins and a stage win on this series. Jason Day has a win. Michael Caffrey has a win as well. And if the playoffs were to begin tomorrow, Craig Bridge Jr. would be in. Brock Duty would be out. And that is kind of the way it looks. Chopp'N It Up podcast coming back soon. Make sure that you get out there and you check out the Chop Shop Racing YouTube channel. You can find them on Discord as well. You can get in there and be a part of the racing experience and knock things out. That's the way I see it. So hopefully everything's going to work out. Everything's going to work. Everything's fine. It's fine, folks. It's fine. I promise it's fine. Starting grid for tonight. Stay tuned. Sports Pole Sitter is going to be Nathan Bigart. This is his hometown track from Keene, New Hampshire. He's going to be looking to try to make this one his own. Let's go to a camera that's a little bit bigger. There we go. Michael Strickland's going to be your outside pole sitter. Michael Caffrey, Chris Justice, row number 2. Jason Day, Michael Matt is going to be the row number 3. Anthony Crownover, Tyler Limit, row number 4. Brandon Banks, Cam Dario is going to be the row number 5. Robert Ham, Jeremy Bailey, row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Tony Sanders, Mark Retchen, Craig Bridge Jr. is going to be out there with Jeff Laraway in row 8. Pat Green, Brad Dove in row 9. Clint Hackett, Brian Rayburn in row 10. Jerry Culver, Brock Duty. David Snyder, Ryan went out there in that 12th row. I think we're going to have 24 drivers tonight. So a little bit smaller field for New Hampshire, and we'll have to see how this one will fare out. 200 laps is a long time to go, as we are going to definitely be looking at, the maximum effort. Maximum effort. Let's see. Race analysis. They're going to have one stage 50 laps. Final stage is going to be 150 laps. Weather still sitting here 81 degrees on the air temperature. No wind. The humidity is still at 37, so pretty stagnant on that. And drivers going to be ready to go. Stay tuned, sports. Giving us all the action for every pole sitter that you could ever imagine. They are an absolute blast to be able to get out there and listen to them talk about everything that is sports related. So give them some love, give them some support. Go find them on Spotify, on Apple iTunes. You can find them on YouTube as well. Jimbo Cash, the line leads the crew. and talking about everything that is NFL related. They even talk about NASCAR. They talk about the NHL that's going on right now. Also, everything that's been happening in the NFL. There's been some things happening in the NFL. If you've not checked that out, please go give them some love, give them some support. They are biased to their teams, but they're unbiased in the opinion of the masses. So go give them some love. Check them out. Tell Jimbo we said hello. Because I do kind of everywhere. So, this is kind of the way things work. I may take a look at all right. All right. We're going. We're green. Three of 200. All right, Big Art playing the defensive line right now. Striker, fastest lap of the race so far, 31:02. 48 laps to go to the stage. We'll see the 88 try to push his way forward. And this race teaming with opportunity. And as we go. Twitch Inspector says that the stream is stable right now. But we had a lot of issues. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a OBS output issue. I don't know. Okay. A lot of tools at our disposal, but sometimes it doesn't work that way. Capri in third, Chris Justice in fourth, Michael Mattis going to be up the spot. David Steiner at 5. Jeremy Bailey in that 15 roll forward. We do have some driver cams tonight. We love our driver cams. And Toys for Tots giving us our driver cams. How about Clint Hackett? He is a part of the fam. We got the dual driver cams. If you got drivers out there listening, we will start allowing pedal cams. As long as the pedals, the camera is faced toward the pedal, but you got to show your face too. We want to make sure we give everybody, everything. So if you got a pedal cam out there, or you want to have a pedal cam, you can do that on our stream as well. You won't get that from me, because I've got nugs for legs. There is Chris Justice sitting in that 4 spot. He is our second of the driver cams. Toys for Tots is the love of my life during the holiday season. Don't tell Jess. But if you want to be a part of our Toys for Tots races, you can find our Discord and have some fun with that. Maximum effort. A lot of commands are not going to be working, apparently, because I don't have that turned on. There is Jason Days off 3 from the start of the race. 5-2 is from, I believe, Vancouver. Yeah. Vancouver Victoria. Yeah, Cam Dario to the inside. He is a short track guy through and through. And we'll see if he's going to be able to keep things at bay. He wants to make sure that race line stays his own, but save some tire at the same time. He might give up some battles to make things happen. I'm just saying. Smart drivers are smart drivers. How about the man, the myth, the legend? It's Jamie Bailey. Little Troutman Auto Care on board at 1515. He also, drives my favorite number. We enjoy it. Thank you to the drivers putting up the driver cams. All support for Toys for Tots. We have Veterans Day coming up this week. And I want to make sure that you all know that Veterans Day is, but as it comes upon us, we're going to make sure that we take care of keeping everybody on point with it. So, to all you veterans out there in the early go-on, thank you very much for your service. And we will make sure that we, of course, do our Veterans Day salute. We'll do that Tuesday. Actually, we'll start it Monday, but it'll be Tuesday when we release the video. That'll be during the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series, which is good. Stryker hits the wall just a little bit there. Caffrey hitting third. Road course racers really like New Hampshire because it's a very flat racing surface. Drivers turn the corner. Have a good day. Hey, how was Booty's birthday, by the way? I wished her happy birthday yesterday, and nobody heard me. Yeah, I don't know. OBS is doing something. 52,000 drop frames being detected. I need to save that website. Like every other second is what it says. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Twitch. I really don't. Let me see if I can do something here real quick. Hopefully it doesn't screw anything up.
Yeah, Twitch is showing they're still behind the pace car.
Oh, hold on. Let me Yeah. Yeah. Hold the phone.
Okay, I got my phone in my hand. I'm holding it.
Right. Please tell me that are we still live on the other channels? That's more important. We are. Okay. How was Booty's birthday, by the way?
I made spaghetti and we both got super full.
Sweet. That's the right thing to do.
It hit harder than I thought it was going to.
Cool. That's a good thing. All right. Let's see if we can go back live on Twitch and see if this screws anything up here.
Twitch just does not like me today.
Nope, Twitch is hating my guts. It's got to be something with the, I don't know. Twitch, go over to Twitch if you're watching. Go over to Facebook or YouTube. Do that for me. Twitch, you're going to go down. I'm not going to let the stream do that thing. So, please. Let's do this. I don't know if you can hear me. All right. I went live enough there. I got rid of it. I turned it off. I turned it off. Good Lord. All right. Well, YouTube, Facebook, you guys are still amazing. So keep your thing going. All right, Big Art, your race leader, Strickland, Caffrey, Chris Justice, Anthony Crownover. We'll do some toe caution out here for Michael Matta. Matta blinked and gets into the wall. Something happened there with Lemon. Hold on. Back up. He blinked on my screen. You'll have to tell me if it was on your screen or not. I'm not quite sure. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Boom. Something happened. Yeah, something happened because Jason Day ended up getting.
He set his wheel and pedals shut down on him.
So that's the third one in 4 days. The third one in 4 days of that happening. Wheel and pedals becoming an issue across iRacing. Horse feedback issues are becoming an issue. Good Lord, man. All right, first caution of the race, fourth stage. We'll see if anybody has anything to do with it. Ryan is out there looking at the drivers, giving them some love, support, all the cool things that are there. Big Art, Strickland, Caffrey, Justice, Crownover. Going to be those guys. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, Facebook, YouTube, you guys are my pals right now. The dang old Twitch. Dang old Twitch. I'm going to open up their website right now and see if there's a... Adam has a stream suite. Hey, what? Okay. That's probably why that's going on. So, okay. All right, we'll fix that later. So Atom, who I use for multi-streaming, has a stream suite that they changed everything over to, which is probably the reason why things are not working properly. And yeah, okay. Okay. Oy, oy, oy. Also, Brian, thank you for the like. If any of you have a capture card you're looking to get rid of, whether it's one you can install in your PC, or if it's maybe one of those Elgato's, like the HDS or whatever it is, reach out to me. Green flag, we're going. And if it's reasonable, especially if it's like gently used, it's got to be reasonably priced. I'm going through chemo. I can't afford much. But I'm trying to make sure we're good. Restart went to the way. 88 trying to throttle back up. Chris Justice on the outside. Justice trying to edge ahead. Striker with a side draft here. Regards half-second lead. Inside lane is the lane that you want here, but you can for at least for a couple of laps be able to rip that outside lane, be able to try to make those passes. But at some point you've got to really you've got to throttle up, and you've got to get clear Strickland second. Justice is edging on the outside, but both drivers. And Chris Justice right now is up on the dirty stuff right now. He's picking up marbles on those tires. Got to be careful on corner exit. Strickland edges just a little bit. No, Justice trying to set up a run here to be able to get clear. Stryker having to send the bottom side. It's going to get tight to the 14. 14 might actually clear here. Stryker had to put those tires below that line. A good look at the corner. Stryker runs a little higher. 14 trying to low line edge here. Both drivers side by side. A second the lead over Big Art has. Almost a second as these two try to navigate and negotiate. The moment Chris Justice gets clear here, Strickland's going to be able to turn the corner. These two side by side. Look at that side draft. Door to door. Chris Justice, Michael Strickland. Justice way up with the dirty stuff. Stryker trying to find a way to clear. Good short shift. Bottom side. Caution. Tyler Limit having an issue. He got free. Oh. Throttle out. Right behind the 90. Whoop. Whoop. Oh. Hold on to it, Tyler. Car giving the Xfinity Series man a run. Tyler's going to join our Sunday Fun Day series. He registered. It starts this Sunday. We got a new winter series where it's all racing, no shenanigans, no cautions, no damage. Weird combinations of things that are just going to be fun. Over there now, Budgie. Thank you, dear. You should be able to put a marker in. I think that's a thing. Hold on. Thank you, Budgie. Is it a marker? Boom. It didn't work. Hold on. Oh, that's marker for. Never mind. Yeah. It changed the dashboard. I used to be able to just put a thing in. I don't know what the YouTube commands are. I just like YouTube. I like Twitch too. Does the stream look fine, Budgie? Everybody tell me, does it look okay? Does everybody look good? Make sure you subscribe to our do you subscribe to our YouTube channel? Make sure you do that if you haven't done so. Reach up, hit that like button for me. You can dislike it if you want to dislike. It's up to you. It's all interaction to me. Also, if you get the opportunity, make sure that you are following us on Facebook as well. You can watch on both of those platforms. They haven't let me down yet. Twitch let me down. Thinking Twitch. It's probably something going on with Adam. No, you're good there. Good deal. Sweet. So wing. I mean, so sweet. Do I have a YouTube? YouTube plugin. All right, we're going. We're green. Riker gets clear. Chris Justice lost a spot there. Where did he come to pit road? Mark Wretched was in. Brett Dove was in. Jeff Laraway is in. Tyler Lemon looks to be out of the way. So Justice is in fourth. That restart went a different way than I thought it was going to. But hey, you know what? I think it worked. Big Art, Strickland, Caffrey in a good spot. Top four right where they started. Anthony Crowder was at 2. Pat Green up 10 early here. Brandon Banks just behind him. Banks looking to the inside. 90, rolling that middle second lane. Looking to try to get around the 22 of Cam Dario up 4. By the way, you also get captions on YouTube. Big Art. They might say things or show things that I may or may not be saying, but you know, keep yourselves good. Closed captioning presented and imparted by my daughter because she watches everything with closed captioning on. No joke. Pat Green to the inside of Cam Dario. Pat Green rolling. 18 laps to go to stage 1, 33 of 200. A couple of cautions early, but, you know, the racetrack doth present itself. Ryder Banks looking 90 bottom, 22 outs. A good track for Pat Green. He's having a good race so far. Throttles up, back in, 22 back to the back outside. Pat able to keep that lap to him, so he is benefiting right now. Brad Dove came in, took a little fuel, might cycle forward. Brock Duty back here in that 9 car. As Jeff Laraway trying to track him down. Laraway paints. Massive day. Mark Wretched, Brad Dove. All on point. 17 to go in the stage. And Dario sees Brandon Banks inside. Dario looked like he got into the wall there. Did he get assisted into the wall? What happened? Take a look. He was able to throttle out. Take a look here. 22 had to double back the throttle there, so he did. Pat Green just cleared. And Cam right here got into the corner. I think he just got tight on the wall. Yep, right there. Woo! That's close. All right, Cam back to 10th. Jason Day is off a couple spots, trying to work his way back forward. Jeremy Bailey just ahead. Bailey working. Oh, Jeremy Bailey. Oh, 50. Turns the corner, 5-2 to the inside. You know, they don't call it a New Hampshire stripe anymore. Which is down, boss. It is down. It's down on purpose. Facebook or YouTube, folks. Twitch is down on purpose. Twitch is having issues on my end. So, or on, I don't know if it's on my end or all around, but yeah, Twitch is down. Which is crappy because we were going to keep the stream live. Oh, 63, 5-2. 5-2, Jason Day. Holds on to it. Wow, they still green. Good Lord, what a save.
What a save from 2 drivers.
Watch the corner here. 63 got into the 5-2, and then Netco from the 15. Watch, he misses that wall. Nice job, Jason Day. A caution will come out. Tony Sanders, Cam Dario look like they had an issue here. Cam, oh, gets into the 21. Good boogly woogly. Oh, and then Mark Wretched. All right, well, Big Art will be catching up with the pace car here. 01, 88, 77, 14. Third caution of the race so far. Let me go to taking a look. I'm in the Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting Discord, and I am looking for support. Yep. I don't know what's going on. Things are happening. Oh, RV there yet. Aaron's playing RV there yet, and I have that game. It's pretty funny. I had to send him a message. All right. Got a few laps to go before the end of the stage. We'll do some upgrading and we'll do some testing and see what's going on. Plus, looks like we got some Windows updates that are going to be needing to be fixed. I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, we got a framework update. Might be part of it too. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're going, we're green. Eight to go in the stage. Brooklyn Caffrey, 1, 2, 3. Chris Justice in fourth. Pat Green's had a good restart here. Pat Green in sixth, side by side with the 27. Crown over on the bottom side. Good look at thehendrickcars.com. Again, congratulations to the man Kyle Larson, young money, getting his becoming a two-time champion of the NASCAR Cup Series. Regardless of how you feel about it, about the way the championship plays out, it's been interesting to see it happen the way it has. We're not in the Winston era. I still think we're going to have some sort of a chase next year. But, you know, we'll see how that'll fare out. Pat Green up 12. David Steiner up 11. Jerry Culver's going to be up 10. Brad Dalvin came out on 27 again. Fuel for him there. Cam Dario got 38 seconds of damage repair. Brian Rayburn came in, topped off a little bit, got a little bit of that right side looked at himself. Jason Day needed to salvage a little bit here. Just wants to keep himself rolling. Mark Wretched Came in as well, 40 seconds of damage. Tire limit out of the race. Jeff Laraway still rolling, so all these drivers still in the lead. Lap 12 and a half, the gap. Bigart will come around. 5 laps to go to the stage this time by 4 at the line for Bigart, who's getting a little free here on the long run. Michael Strickland doing what he needs to. Gaffrey in third, Justice in fourth. About Pat Green has worked his way through the field a couple of times here. Brad Duff, fastest driver on the racetrack. Outside the driver with the cleanest air. Bigart deserving of a win. Chop Shop Racing, discord.gg/Chop Shop Racing if you want to be able to get out there and be a part of them. I gotta manually put it in there for him. There, Budgie. Yep. 1.6. Hey, Joey, giving us a like. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Going to go to the stage. Bigart, Strickland, Caffrey's going to be your top 3. Chris Justice in 4th. Pat Green coming around as well. He's got a good long haul. His last lap right there in the mix with everybody else. Crowd over Brandon Banks. Touch faster. Cam Nerio with the car getting a little bit more done to it, making it happen.
There's one heck of a battle for 9th, 10th, and 11th going on.
Oh, yeah, well, it's the racing. It's a different racing. There's lots of battles. There's all kinds of battles. You see what's happening in 13th? You see what's happening in 12th? You see what's happening out front? There's nothing happening out front. One to go for Nathan Bigart. The stage coming to a close. As Nathan Bigart will get the stage win. Michael Caffrey's going to be finishing right behind Stryker, who's in second. Who's Justice in 4th. Pat Green in 5th. 12 spots for the driver as the caution gets thrown. But Hackett, Cam Dario, Gary Culver back there as well. Non-vegan. Ooh, that's the Jack Links paint scheme there. It's kind of funny. Rock Duty having a better day. Up 7 to 15th. And Bigart will do it. All right, folks. Do your thing. Get your hydrates in. It's that time. We're back. All right, the racing doth be back. The me doth be back as well. Jess is sleeping. I had to cover her up. So, you know, you got to take care of the people that, you know where you sleep. All right, back at it, Picard. Into stage 2, 143 of 200 left to go. 142 as they cross the line, 59 being completed. Again, good to see you all out there. Much love to everybody. Again, thank you for all your patience. Sorry about Twitch being down. Our Twitch stream has been absolutely banging lately. It has something to do with all the nuggies. By the way, I got an early birthday present today. It's this little basket. I'll send you a picture of it, Penguin. Apparently you can get them at Walmart because that's where they came from. At least that's what the tag said. And on it says emotional support nuggets. And there are 5 different little nuggets inside of it. So, yeah, no, I have emotional support nuggets. And we're going to name them after people that I like. So, Penguin, you get one, too. I don't know which one's yours, though. They're all pretty cool. Budgie's got one. Jess already picked Budgie's. Got cute little eyelashes. Anyway, the things we do for all kinds of stuff, right? Yeah. All right, big old let's go for the Budgie Bird. Appreciate you, dear. 015277. I know we don't have the cool little emotes on the channel, do we? Oh, we do. Yeah, here we go. Boom. YouTube has its own emote section. You know, all those things. Bigart, Jason Day, Mr. Caffrey, Michael Strickland's going to be in that little spot right there. Trying to work his way back forward. Pat Green up 12 right behind him. Caffrey to Jason Day. Again, Jason Day stayed out. He came on a lap 40. Took tires then because of the wreck he had to avoid. That inside wall was dangerous. No, Caffrey, 0.8 of a second, managing the car, doing very well tonight. The Australian has David Steiner, his counterpart, up 14, working back forward as well. Brad Down came in on 27. He's dropping back here as a 5-6 there with him. Robert Ham side by side with Craig Bridge Jr. And right now, 0.7 of a second. 1:37 to go. 1 miler. So driver's going to be able to, there's Rayburn behind the tail of the field. Driver's going to be able to, if it stays green, of course, be able to manage the car, manage what they have going on. This is Budgie's hometown track. Love seeing it. See, Sunday Winter Series coming up. Chop Shop is got a new series coming up as well, starting December 13th. We're going to see the Chop Shop Xfinity Series back in action here for their 3rd season. Yeah, 3rd season. It'll be on Saturdays. If you've got it's capped iRating, but it's got a lot of fun. Pat Green working around Chris Justice. Massive day for him. Love seeing him work. Let's go. Heart rate a little high right now. It was Steiner, a little wall tap back there. Pat Green doing very well to work that second lane. We'll have a little bit of that thunder right there. Little wall scrape there. Should be fine. Just edging the corner as they roll in. The more they spin side by side, again, this is what I talked about earlier. The more you spin side by side with a driver, the more that you're going to see the right side tires wear. This Chris Justice, again, bottom side, trying to make it work. Pat Green with a good run right there. As Chris rolls the bottom side of the race line. It's going to be right back side by side. 90 gets a little free right there. Chris stays out of the gas. 90 trying to make that run work. Back side by side again. Pat Green trying to roll the corner. One and two really good for Chris Justice. 3 and 4 really good for Pat Green. We'll see if Justice can do anything with it. Now Pat Green's going to edge out here. He's going to be able to pull ahead. Well, that'll be where it is. Where's my good friend Clint Hackett? He's up 7. A little sequential shifting there. You see him reach over and make the turn. Mark Retchen just ahead. Brooklyn getting around Jason Day. Regard to Caffrey, 0.6 of a second. Countering the steer. Yeah. Good luck. Jason Day going back to 4th here. Pat Green, Chris Justice there. Well, lap difference on tires here. Aboard the rear bumper of the 5-2. He looks ahead. You see Jason Day staring at that back bumper of the 88. Last but not least, there's old Jeremy Bailey. 2 spots. Troutman, I don't care. Love going forward. David Steiner there. Hold on to it, sir. He's got the big NASCAR wheel. Heck yeah. That big old NASCAR wheel. He's a big one. That's a big one. Oh, baby. The guard to Caffrey. Caffrey able to keep the throttle down. Pat Green, Chris Justice again side by side. Pat Green was trying to roll forward. And Jason Day just ahead of him. We'll see if Pat Green pushed a little hard there, if he's just going to have this track kind of working for him. Stryker trying to manage. That's a good battle. Anthony Cronover just behind. David Steiner is going to be right in that toe. I tell you what. Cronover, Banks, Steiner. Not a bad day. Jeremy Bailey working. Mark Retchen keeping an eye on the field ahead, just ahead of him. Cam Dario back there as well, having to work his way out. Whoa, baby. Jerry Culver up 7. Well, good day. Tony Sanders there as well. 75 of 200. All right.
Excuse me.
There is one for you, I'm sure. Nah, I'm totally kidding.
No, there's no excuse for me.
No. Bite.
Bro, I don't know enough about capture cards to even be looking at them.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm sending you a picture of my emotional support nuggies.
Your emotional support nuggies. Oh my lord. So, evidently, I just picked it up from overhearing from somebody else that evidently one of Twitch's ingest servers is having issues.
It's probably mine.
So, it's probably the one that you're ingesting too, yeah.
God bless it. I didn't mean to do that. I sent it to you twice. I was trying to post it in Discord, but I sent it to your phone twice. That's awesome. Anywho, I work. All right. So thank you, Twitch. You're amazing. So much fun.
So, I'm going to assume that it is the Midwest ingest server.
Yeah, probably. Man. Hey, they're doing a great job here tonight. I'm going to send you a link. It's on the Discord.
Yep.
That's similar to what I'm looking for. Aver Media has one just like it, too. It's a little cheaper. All right, Big Arts, Caffrey, Strickland, Chris Justice, Jason Day, which is something that you're probably going to need as well, sir.
Why would I need a capture card?
Because you have two PCs. You could have a two PC set up yourself.
I don't stream enough for that.
I mean, ain't mad at it. Crown over, Steiner side by side, Jason Day, battle with Pat Green again. Pat Green trying to track down Chris Justice, who's back to fourth. Strickland to Caffrey. Caffrey's able to stay within a second. A little bit of lap traffic coming out. Brian Rayburn, into the wall just a little bit. Jeff Laraway here to the 71, just behind the leaders. Brad Dove in danger of going a couple of laps down. He came in 78, though, so he changes his style. Says, I'm good. I'm good. So Dove doing the thing. The Dove Love machine. Yep. Oh, it's open in OBS Studio. Okay. Okay. Anywho. Oh, 85 of 200. We've got a long way to go. Long lap times for the 1 miler here. They're so far out of the throttle that just takes a lot of time to get around this racetrack. Yeah, the fastest lap Nathan Bigart ran, 120 miles an hour, the average. 30.788. Who did run the fastest lap of the race so far? But I think it was Strickland. It looks like Stryker. Take a look. He was running third. Still 120 miles an hour. They get about 135 on the straightaways. And then enter the corner, about 88 miles an hour. But they're 88 miles an hour for a very long time. Michael Caffrey's fastest lap of the race, 30.949, 119 miles an hour. Currently running second, 1.3 back from race leader Nathan Bigart. Bigart up near the wall there on corner exit. Had to steer away from it. Sets up for the corner. Caffrey down in the middle of the corner as well. Let's see what Nathan's doing here. Third gear onto the front straightaway. Fourth gear. There are 5 gears in this car. He's running third. Runs the second lane. Diamonds the corner. Caffrey, same concept. Stryker, same concept. Pretty even racetrack when it comes to the style of racing you get into. Rayburn's coming to pit road. He's going to be heading down. And stopping. And jumping to pit road. 5 gears to the car, but they're not using them. They're using 3 and 4. Yep. I'm going to take my dinner fork upstairs. I knew I left it down here for some reason. All right. Bocce, it's coming to you. You're going to take a look at the emotional support nuggies as well. All right, laps led. 83 of the 92. Strikers led a few laps. Caffrey, 1.8 the gap. It was Justice that's in fourth. Pat Green in fifth. Pat, little wall tap there. Jason Day still holding off Brandon Banks for the time being. David Steiner up 15. Cronover off 2. Jeremy Bailey up 2. Mark Wretched. Positive 3 spots gain. How about Jerry Culver side by side here with Mark Wretched? Good battle here. See the 13 can edge out the 24. He's going to be able to do so. 28 to the inside. There's Clint Hackett. He's trying to track him down. Mark right next to the wall, keeping himself honest. Mark Wretched and Clint Hackett working. Cody Sanders on the outside of Robert Ham. Sanders able to roll. He's going to have a good run here. Clint Hackett looking to the inside again on Mark Wretched. Let's rolls the corner. 24 way up the race line. Stays out of the wall. Dangerous section of the racetrack. That's where all the marbles skadoosh from. Ooh, Robert Ham sent that corner. Mark Wretched cut him a break. That's crazy. Looking on the outside, looking in. 21's going to set up a run here on the 24. We'll be side by side. 96 of 200 being completed. Colby, thank you for the like, sir. Big Art, your race leader. Caffrey there. Throw this thing on exciting. As the 8 tries to make the pass on the 5-2. He completes that pass, and David Steiner now down on the bottom side. 6-3 punching the corner, 8 to the 5-2. Brandon Banks 32-3-3 last time by Big Art, 31-9-7. Able to pull away. There's the 3 of Craig Bridge Jr. It's Justice 32.01. He's getting a little faster each lap. A little bit of clean air. Mark correction coming to pit road. Tires are shot on the car. We see 103. Everybody planting the wall as best as they can. Now, my question is Twitch's ingest server accidentally down, or did they get rid of more? That's my big question. Aren't they cute, Budgie? I thought they were cute. They're so stinking cute. Hey, Russell. What's going on, brother? Dun, 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 dun. Gaffrey, it's like he had an issue there a moment ago. Cam Dario coming to pit road. We're hitting that halfway mark. Brock Duty just ahead. There's Jeff Laraway there as well. Brock Duty be able to fight to try to stay on the lead lap, but he's going to let that leader go. Tires are wearing off enough that the if you see the kind of just a lot of marbles coming off the rear end of these cars, and just sprinkles everywhere. I know it's hard for you folks to see. I know I can see them. All right, let's see if we can quarter speed it into the corner. Hold on. You might be able to see them. Scrubbing. Is it going to do it? No. Of course it's not going to do it. No. All right. Then there they go. Boom. Boom. Little pieces of rubber flying everywhere. Rock Duty catching Tony Sanders here. You can hear it actually. Let me turn this up. You can hear it hit. You can hear the rubber hit the nose of the car. Hold on. You can dang near see it as well. All good things that are. Jeremy Bailey coming to pit road. We got 4.5 second lead, 22 to the 28. Clint Hackett seeing some new tires get around him. Clint Hackett in danger of going a lap down. And some new tires around him. 01 looks to the inside. It's a natural lap down for the 28. Gonna have to travel right behind the 01. Chance to follow the guy, learn a thing or 10. He's just good at this racetrack. Caffrey's in second. Strickland's going to be in third. There's Justice in fourth. Coming around, sees Brandon Banks and Pat Green not too far off. This racetrack puts you a lap down, can put you 2 laps down, depending on where you're at and how you're doing it. So, you know, if you're coming to pit road, you might think about it. But you heard it. Heck yeah. Let's go. Let's go. All right, this was bad, more exciting. Let's see what the racing's at. Robert Ham trying to track down Jerry Culver. Ham Dario came in, a couple of laps down, I do believe. Bam, 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 bam. No, he's a lap down. He's first driver a lap down is Clint Hackett. That's naturally here as he looks to try to see that work. The 13 just ahead of the 01. 56 clears that corner out. Ooh, almost hits the wall. Strickland and Caffrey side by side. Riker gives a lot of room to Michael Caffrey there. Caffrey able to battle back. 94 laps to go. A lot of laps to be run. Caffrey settles in. That's the 88 go. Strickland a second. Yep. Good racing. So far, so good. This day on pit road. Caffrey ahead of Laraway. Laraway on fresh tires. The drivers have gained. Bigard, Strickland, Caffrey, Justice right where they started. 12 spots gained for Pat Green. Brandon Banks up 3. David Steiner up 16 spots. Here's your hard charger tonight currently as we go. Over to pit road. Nathan Bigart has run a pretty solid average lap, 32:01. Let's look at what you got. 31.939, 38.9, 31.892, 31.933, 32.006, 32.089. We'll see what he does here. This is what consistency does, even when you're past at other vehicles. This time by 32.065. So he's hitting his marks and he's doing exactly what he needs to do. There's Strickland and take a look at his lap times. Thirty-two 468, 32.36.1. About 0.3 of a second difference here, but his average is right around the same, so it's kind of where that one works. Thank you very much for the like. Chris Justice catching Mr. Caffrey. About a half second a gap. Big Art, the man, the moose, the legend. That's how much he's pulling away each lap. Just consistency. 114 of 200 being completed. 87 laps to go. We've gone green since the stage. We show a race recap. 3 different lead changes. 4 cautions, 13 laps. 28 trying to cycle that race line. Jeff Laraway on the bottom side. 28 trying to find the travel through. But Hackett rolling. Caffrey down on the bottom. Chris Justice just behind. Caffrey is a battle for position here as Justice goes to work. Anthony Conner returned to pit road. So a lot of drivers hitting pit road early. 86 to go. We'll see. Pit strategy for the top 10. 63 laps being ran. Driver's going to run a long way. 67 for Jason Day. Pretty much maximizing what you can. Michael Caffrey coming to pit road. 85 laps to go. And you got to split this thing as well as you can. That's the way I see it. That's the way I say it. It's 116 being completed. We'll take a hydrate break, folks. Make sure you do hydrate. Make sure that you give yourself a little bit of extra incentive. And I'm going to do just that because I'm running out of water. All right. Thank you for the share. Appreciate you. Oh, the greatness of racing. Hey, thank you for following. For the share. Big Art. Last came in on 52. Capri at a 115. Jason Day. And on 107. Justice 125, 124 for Brandon Banks, who just ran the fastest lap of the race. McGart's last lap, 32.67, coming down pit road now. Caffrey back on the lead lap, trying to cycle out. McGart had a big enough lead. He did have the field a lap down. And 69 laps to go. After the cycle,
giggity laps to go.
Yeah. Bigart will lead with the lead. Leave with the lead. McCaffrey will be up to speed here. We'll see if he's going to be able to at least get out there and lead a lap. Going to be free. Bigart takes the lane away. But Bigart pits with the field a lap down. And now Caffrey, closest he's been in a while, needs to manage the race line and do what he needs to do. Strickland back here in 11th. Needing to travel forward, came in at 128. And as long as he could. Gary Culver a lap down. He came in on 108. Caffrey 31.5 won his last lap. Chris Justice 31.02. Brandon Banks 31.18. There's Jeremy Bailey there with him. Side by side as they exit the corner. Right side damage for Jeremy Bailey is good to go. 57 laps to go. Racing, providing racing. Anthony Crownover back to 7th where he started. David Steiner just behind him. Steiner came in at 117. Cam Dario at 98. Retchen and Brad Dove 96 and 97. I'm sorry, 96 and 78. Brad Dove on 78. He stayed out. Got that cycle, trying to work his way forward. Still on the lead lap. Or, I'm sorry, Pat Green on the lead lap. Michael Strickland just behind him. Dove last driver on the lead lap, in danger of going a lap down. It does have the leader until Caffrey hard hit on the wall back there. 4-second lead. Jerry Culver just behind him. Jason Day in 3rd. This Justice back and forth does have Brandon Banks try to track him down. Simple racing. I see debris on the field. Mark Russian high on the race line. Brad Dove and two of them. Russian a little bit newer tire. Brad Dove looking to the inside. Russian able to run a little bit higher here. And I mean debris on the racetrack. I mean there's debris on the racetrack in the corners. The marbles on this racing surface really showing up. I like what iRacing's doing when it comes to dynamic racing. Eventually, we'll actually start seeing more of that marble being picked up for the oval side of things. That's all a part about the racing surface. This New Hampshire racetrack had a rescan this year as well. A lot of the NASCAR tracks have exactly that. They've had the scans and the rescans and all the things. Pat Green on 125, right behind Cam Dario up 7, trying to work his way back forward. Craig Bridge Jr. coming to pit road. Going to get down to pit road speed limit. It's going to be 40 miles an hour. 5.5 the gap, or 5.25 to the gap. Caffrey clears the 24. A lot of work left to go. Robert Ham here with Brad Dove. Drivers looking at the corner. Ham to Dove. That's a battle for position. Robert Ham. 32 lap pressure tires in the 25. Caffrey looking to the inside. They'll travel the corner. Again, Brad Dove has a battle for position there with him, but the 5-6 throttles up. It's going to be right there on the outside. 3 wide. Oh, man, almost 3 wide. Robert Ham brake there. Car settled down. Caffrey back to the inside on Brad Dove. Robert Ham trying to send the corner, trying to get there, make that pass. Making it easy on the 5-6. Ham 16:37 with the iRating. Out of the throttle, work at the corner. 5-6 rolling. Robert Ham to the outside of the 25. 25 will be side by side. The battle for position right there. 25 to the 5-6. 5-6 able to send the corner. Goes to the outside, will be fine. Jerry Culver now 30 lap pressure tires, catching up for Brad Dove. Hard hit for Jerry Culver there on the corner exit. Will be fine though. 18 lap pressure tires for Mark Gretchen, but Mark was passed by a couple of these drivers a little while ago. I think he's just dealing with right side damage. Bigard Caffrey, 8.5 the gap. Jason Day. Looking at a little bit of lap traffic around him. Day came in at 107. But Hackett came in at 109. In third place. Going to work his way forward. Bigard is lapped through 11th. Cam Dario, the next driver. Cam Dario came in on 98. Strickland, the next driver, 31.06 his last lap. As Pat Green just ahead. Anthony Crownover's up there as well. Pat Green on 125. He is catching the field. Pat Green try to work. 57 laps to go. A lot of work still left for the drivers. Jeremy Bailey, a little wall tap there. 27 looking to the inside. Who changes the race line? 90 to the 15 to the 27. 88 and toe to the 90. 90 up right behind Jeremy Bailey. Will look to the inside. Will need to look to the inside. He's not. Stryker's going to look there. Stryker has some left front damage on that car. At least on my, it looks like it on my screen. Hold on just a second. Go there and take a look. There's a crinkle. You got a net code crinkle right there. I think it's just the paint. I think I'm mistaken. He looks fine. He's fine. Brad Dove, Mark Rutchin, both coming to pit road. Crown over there, 90, trying to work the outside. Little street glow. And it looked like he had a little bit of crinkle there. Maybe he does. Maybe just a little bit. I gotta fix this camera, it's so slow. Maybe not. I don't think so. Boom. Ooh, both drivers hit the wall. Green and Strickland. Anthony Crownover there on the inside. Crownover again came on a 113. You're seeing a couple of drivers there with just about a 10-12 lap pressure tire sequence going on. David Steiner just ahead. 117 when he came in. Brandon Banks inside the top 5. Jason Day, of course, giving a 107. Bigard, 12.6 seconds the gap. He's got around Cam Dario. Jeremy Bailey just ahead. Brookland and Pat Green try to pull away from each other here. Bigard with 6 lap pressure tires. There's 52 laps to try to lap the field. 90 side by side with the 88. Justice in on 125. Brandon Banks in on 124. Both drivers solid performance today. It's the battle for fifth. Round over. Still looking ahead, seeing that work. Jeremy Bailey again. And 31 threes out of the driver behind him. Jeremy Bailey in 10th. Round over 1.03 back from Pat Green and Michael Strickland. Jeremy Bailey 2.7 the gap. Gonna hold off quarter lap down. Not much he's gonna be able to do about it. I mean, there's about 28 lap fresher tires. And what are the consistent drivers you're going to see? Nathan Bigart looking for a 6th win on the season. 50 laps to go. Week 13. Dang near batting 500. Let's see. New Hampshire for week 13. Then we'll be going to Texas and Dover. Then the All-Star race is on my birthday. And then December 5th. We got Thanksgiving coming up real soon as well. Happy early turkey day to those to our Canadian friends who just celebrated Thanksgiving up where they're at. Much love to you, of course. A lot to be grateful for, and a lot to love, right? Got a lot of love. I'm all out of love. Brooklyn David Steiner. I know, right? Brooklyn out of the corner, 28-3 wide. Oh, Steiner, Pat Green, duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball. If you could, by the way, I saw a kid. Let me finish my thought here. Holy cow, that was a scenario there. There was a kid during Halloween who witnessed Patches O'Houlihan. He's being pushed around in a wheelchair by his dad. It was hilarious. I give them my, of course, I always favor my kids, but I had to give them my my moral support. He was wheeling him across the street. We were taking Cody trick-or-treating, and I was like, well, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. And they were like, finally, somebody gets it. And I'm like, wow. I mean, you got to get it, right? Steiner to Pat Green. The battle for position on 8-lap fresher tires. David Steiner trying to hold on to the long-run race. Nathan Bigart has lapped all the way to 8th. He is not letting up just yet. But Hackett goes the second lap down. Greg Bridge Jr. on pit road. 10 minutes of damage getting fixed. It looked like something happened there. Brad Dowd came in at 144. So did Mark Rutchin. So we got a little bit newer tire. Put a quarter to the gap. Jeremy Bailey came in at 153. So he changed up his strategy here. He's going to try to drive himself back around. Jeremy Bailey On some newer tires. Try to get a lap or so back. 43 laps to go. Clock duty just ahead. 19 all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Jerry Culver, he's going to be coming to pit road as well. And Dario in on 98. Dario has a unique cycle going on right now. He's only a lap down. David Steiner in danger of going a lap down as well. Clock duty just behind. So Big Art makes the pass. Caffrey in second. 20.6 seconds the deficit here. 31.3 for Big Art. Is it me or does it seem like the tires are not wearing? Good boogly woogly. Yep. Nathan has a good look for the 01. Ryder Banks to third. Chris Justice in fourth. Jason Day in fifth. Stryker right back in tow to the 5-2. Give it a 107. So Strickland trying to march his way back forward. That Green still there as well. Dave managing the gap. 39 laps to go. Got to stay on the lead lap of Pat Green. Being tracked down by the 01. Jason Day to pit road. Day has to come to pit road. Just a fuel strategy. Fuel and tires there. Just needing to get out there and make that one happen. 90 to the 01. The 90 side by side with Big Art. Pat Green holding on, runs a little higher, rolls back, trying to pull that lap back. Not going to be able to do it. The throttle off with the 01. Jason Day leaving pit road. It's going to be 2 laps down here. In 10th, Robert Ham. The next driver in that stint, Cam Dario in 8th here. Robert Ham in 9th. Jason Day losing ground to a couple of drivers here. He's got to get some things rolling here. 37 laps to go. 13 to the 9. Robert Ham back to pit road. Cam Dario still staying out here. Jeff Laraway just behind him. Dario in 8th. Caffrey behind Brad Dove. Brad Dove in on 144. 36 laps to go. Strickland, the next driver. Strickland to Chris Justice. Gonna throw shades at it. Down over 30.79, his fastest lap of the race. A lot of respect shown tonight here in this racing surface. That is Robert Ham coming off pit road, I do believe. No, he came out at 162. It is the 01's butt whipping show. That's what he's doing here in his hometown track. Strickland just ahead. Strickland trying to have a battle with Chris Justice. Jason Day, fastest lap of the race at 30.55. Tracking down a couple of drivers here. That's Robert Ham just ahead of him. Who's going to clear the 90. Jason Day side by side. Into the corner. The new tires going. Cam Dario, the next driver. Coming to pit road. Jason Day will make the pass. Dario goes back. Crown over. Takes over a spot. Tony Sanders into pit road as well. David Steiner in. We're seeing drivers on the off cycle. Try to manage their way forward. Big Art. 69 laps. The gap should be good for fuel here. Still able to run 31 sixes. Jason Day. But unlap himself. He's going to be able to do so. Still 32 laps to go. We'll need to go around the racetrack twice. And on average, run a second and a half lap faster than Nathan Bigart to have a shot. But he's already in 7th now. Pat Green, last one at 125. Chris Justice holding his own as well. Brandon Banks at a 124. 76 laps, a lot to ask the car, but not impossible. Adam, welcome. Oh, 1 to the 14. There's the 88. Brooklyn sees Banks just ahead. Over to the inside, there's the 88. Bigart trying to lap, but here comes Jerry Culver. Trevor Culver with a 3-wide move here on the inside lane. Strickland trying to search 3 wide just ahead. Brandon Banks trying to fight to stay on. Oh, the 27 goes around. Should will come out. Brandon Banks still in the lead lap. Stryker will be your lucky dog. And Anthony Crownover out of the corner. Got free. Oh, no. Oh, baby. Pat Green got hit. Pat Green went to avoid. Backed up, and then, oh, man, what a hit. Poor Pat. Damn. 5th caution of the race. 4th for incident, 1 for stage. Bigart, Caffrey, Banks. Now with a shot. With under 30 laps to go. Good Lord. If you're Nathan Bigart, you know what you're doing? You're coming and taking tires. If you're Michael Caffrey, what are you doing? You're coming and taking tires. If you're Brandon Banks, you're coming and taking tires. Stryker's going to be your lucky dog. He's going to get waved around here. Chris Justice came at a 125. There's no doubt he's going to try. I would assume he's going to stay out and take the free pass. Same with Jason Day. Jerry Bailey. Got a couple of drivers just a single lap down. Bigart will take tires. Caffrey's in a pit road. Brandon Banks is in on pit road. Stryker's going to be able to come to pit road. We'll need to settle in here and get in, get out. We'll have a lot of work to do. And we'll see how this one will fare out. That'll put 6 drivers on the lead lap. Jason Day, one of those drivers. He just came out of 161. The Bigart will be your race leader. Caffrey will be second. Brandon Banks third. And this whole race just kind of stood on it. We're the best on flat tracks out there. It's been Nathan's show. 165 laps led. Most laps led of all active drivers in this season. Got it as 166 now. Crownover's going to get the EOL here. Crownover got free. 2 laps down. Bigart will be your race leader. Lights are going to be off on the pace car. Caffrey's going to elect, Bigart's going to elect the outside lane. Caffrey on the inside. Right at Banks. Still going to see drivers. You have to extend this one. Drivers are not going to be caught up. Holy cow. Yeah, because they're coming around 3 and 4. Yeah. Nobody's caught back up. They're still. Good Lord. You wave when you have to wave the field around. That's insane. Jason Day takes the free pass. Stryker going to catch up to the tail of the field as well. They've got to get organized here very quickly. There's a reason why NASCAR has so many pace laps. The 88. It's going to be a very, very, very big single file inside lane. That's nuts. 3 drivers on the lead lap. We've got Chris Justice, who's a lap down car. And Jeremy Bailey back there. Jerry Culver's there as well. Robert Ham's just behind him. And we got a 3-car battle up front. Brock Duty's up there as well. Got the outside lane covered.
Did everybody stay out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I mean, they're trying to get their laps back and save a set of tires. I get it. I understand.
So there's 5 guys on the lead lap. I have...
Three took tires. 4 took tires. Stryker's one of those drivers. He was the lucky dog. Jason Day took the waiver round. He's at the tail of the field. Now, Chris Justice, first driver off the lead lap. We've got 6 drivers that are a lap down. And then from 12th on to 17th, that's another 6 drivers, 2 laps down. Yep. We're going to do this thing, folks. We're going to do this thing. It ain't over till the fat nuggies sings. Yeah. Till the chicken strip sings. There we go. All right. 0177. 77's got to get up there. They're going. They're green. Hey, hold on. Caffrey looking to turn the corner. We know both drivers are capable of running fast laps. Brock Duty there in the middle of the corner. 23 laps to go. Caffrey has to push here. Big Art going to be able to run qualifying laps. Keep your eye on Strickland, though. He's got to get through the field here. Maybe, or save something just in case, because there is some drivers out there racing each other for considerable positions. Brandon Banks going to track down to 77. Caffrey turns the corner. 40-76 for Nathan Bigart. He's pushing a little bit harder there. A little wall tap for both drivers in 1 and 2. Brandon Banks able to keep himself off the wall. Somebody hit the wall back there. Holy cow. That's Jeremy Bailey, it looks like. No caution. Pops off. Very close. Michael Caffrey, 30.39. 21 laps to go. Oh, 77. A little free and easy down the road I go. Caffrey holding on. 0.3 of a second. Where did he go at the line? A lot of racing still left. There's still 10 minutes of racing. Brandon Banks just ran his fastest lap of the race. 30.56. Cam Dario, 30.76. Brandon Banks, Nathan Bigart, Michael Caffrey on the roll. 4/10 of a second, the difference. "19 laps to go." Michael Strickland is good for a top 5 right here. Got a little bit of traffic ahead of him. Just got to keep himself clean. 27 of Anthony Crownover back into the mix as the 24 Mark Retchett is outside. He's got Clint Hackett just ahead. Those are drivers he's going to be looking at for positions. Clint Hackett has Tony Sanders a few spots ahead of him right there and ahead of the 52. That's Jason Day, who's in 4th. Naturally, Stryker, based on the laps, is going to be able to take care of it. Brad Dobbs sitting on the bottom side. Give it a 144. On to track down Cam Dario, but Cam Dario 3 1/4 ahead. Running to the inside of Jerry Culver. Culver gave it a 157 himself. 22, trying to be that lucky dog. But he's got Chris Justice to try to track down. Justice at a 173. Nathan Bigart, 1.8 back, is going to be Brandon Banks. That's a top 3 night for him. It's a good night. This Justice holding on. Robert Ham went around. He's out, it looks like. He gone. Where'd he go? He back. Steiner, Brock Duty. That's a battle going on right there as well. David Steiner up 12. Brad Dev up 10. Right now, half second of the gap, 16 laps to go. Brandon Banks 2.1. Hitting all of these laps. Got to keep himself in check with it. Regards last lap, 30.49. Both drivers on 30.7s. Caffrey in second. Brandon Banks 2.3. Jason Day rolled behind. Looks like that's the 21. Brooklyn carrying out of the corner. 15 laps to go. Top 5 night for him. Chris Justice right behind Brandon Banks. He's in 6th. Ken Dario, opportunity to knock him. Still came in at 165 as Robert Ham just ahead of him came in at 162. 22, very bottom side of the racetrack. 22 for the 5.5 or 5.6. 22 on his back bumper. We'll search and look for the inside. Look for clean air here. We'll travel the corner on the bottom. 22 to the 5.6. Throttled out. 22, not quite clear. 5.6 able to battle back here. Ham 1.5 to Brock Duty. That's a position for him. And with Cam Dario there, 13 laps to go, that's a position he should be able to get. Still half second of the gap, the 01 to the 77. Brandon Banks in 3rd. Jason Day in 4th. Stryker 5.8 back. Got to be clean and clear with the drivers around him. 88 to the 71. Jeff Laraway on the outside. Good with him. Stryker keeps it very low. A lot of spray on the marbles. A 5.9 second gap, 12 laps to go. Nathan Bigart still the race leader. Brandon Banks, Chris Justice. They've got a own little race line right there. How about Jason Day to the inside of Jerry Culver? Jerry Culver, Tony Sanders side by side. Tony Sanders came at a 165. Jerry Culver at 157. Sanders clears. Culver with a crossover. Robert Ham. Side was on the bottom side down there just a little bit. Looks to be fine. Uh-oh. Robert Ham hits the wall in the middle of the corner. He's good. This is day and 4, 10 laps to go. One last check in on our driver cams. Clint Hackett is a positive 3 spots gain tonight in 16th. He's got a good run on Brad Dove here. Also has Jerry Culver to be looking at. There is Chris Justice, who sits in 6th. Right behind Brandon Banks, who would be that driver on good tires. 9 laps to go. Settle in. Hold on to your peanuts, I think. There's Jason Day rolling 4th. 5 seconds the gap from Strickland. Strickland just ran a 30.7. There's a 17-second gap between he and the race leader. He does have Jason Day. 0.6 of a second, the difference here. Just trying to manage. Last but not least, of course, Jeremy Bailey, who's had an eventful day himself. Little right side damage, but he's holding out. He's doing the thing. Oh, Jeremy. Well, the Troutman auto care. We like seeing him. Thank him for running the dang old driver cams. Couldn't make the race. Had to teach people the ways of spreading freedom. I like it, Nama. Much love, brother. Caffrey plants the wall back here a little bit. Slows him up, gets him into the corner, though. Big Art. There he heads. Jeremy Bailey, the driver there. Good. It's been a fairly clean race, kind of routine. It's a tough track, but somebody's got to race it. Caffrey, 6 laps to go. Be side by side with the 15. David Steiner just ahead. I tell you what. I mean, Steiner's in 10th. He's up 13 spots. Had a decent run tonight. Right side damage on the car. Got a teammate not too far back. Hill 1 throttles up, 63. Out of the corner, see his teammate dig here. 1.2 the gap, though. 5 laps to go. It's been the Nathan Big Art night. You're gonna win the race. You're gonna at least win the race that you win, right? You gotta win your hometown track. And this is a racetrack he's very familiar with. Flat tracks do some justice. Chris Justice, speaking of Chris Justice, he's right there on the back bumper of the 8. We had a caution right now, would be your lucky dog. With 4 laps to go, that's not what you want to see out of Nathan Picard. Striker, Faven, just a touch here and there. He's managing, top 5 night. It's Jerry Culver just ahead of him. Culver. It's Clint Hackett, 1.9 back. But we'll see it. 3 laps to go. So much stuff. Here to go for Nathan Big Art. Jeff Laraway on the outside. They call this the Magic Mile for a reason. You gotta like the track. You gotta be in rhythm. And that's what we saw out of Nathan Big Art. He'll come around 3 and 4. He'll stare at the straightaway. And Mark Russian right there just ahead of him. They'll see it here, and as they go, white flag waves, final lap, Chop Racing, Chopp'N It Up Cup Series. Again, check them out. Thank you to Stay Tuned Sports, Admin Box, Ball Status, B&B Music, and all the people to help Chop Shop continue to grow. John Hammond, Michael Strickland, all the admins, and all the fam. Make sure that you also check out the Chopp'N It Up podcast to be the last, the last great, the very great Ryan Wendt puts that on, and Love seeing that happen. Nathan Bigart comes home in victory lane. Michael Caffrey will be second. And Brandon Banks should finish third here tonight. He does so tediously. Top three tonight. Jason Day will finish on the lead lap in fourth. As Michael Strickland, final time around 3 and 4, will finish inside the top 5. Chris Justice finishes sixth. Cam Dario will finish seventh. Nathan Bigart, the victor tonight. Jeff Laraway getting this paint scheme put on as Caffrey gives a little love to the 01. They show it, they do it. They bring us the win. Nathan Bigart, Michael Caffrey, Brandon Banks. That's going to be your top three tonight. Jason Day, Michael Strickland, your top 5. Justice Dario, Brad Dove, Mark Retchen, David Steiner, your top 10. Brock Duty, Jeremy Bailey, Robert Ham, Tony Sanders, Jerry Culver, your top 15. Clint Hackett, Anthony Crownover, Jeff Laraway, Pat Green, Craig Bridges Jr., your top 20. 21st, Brian Rayburn, Tyler Lemon, Michael Matta, and Ryan did not start the race, but he was out there probably practicing with the guys, giving some love. Your race controller tonight was less actively speaking than normal, but that was Penguin. We love him. He's an amazing human being, and tomorrow we're going to spend some time getting his stream deck hooked up and teach him how to operate that without any issues. All right, there is what a good how many laps did he lead? Yeah, 191 laps, all but 9. Race recap real quick. We had only 3 lead changes. It was Nathan Bigart, and then who led some more laps? Hold on, I'll just look. Give me a moment. I'll tell you. Who led some laps. Let's see. Brad Dove led 3 laps. So there you go. And then who else led laps? I think did Stryker lead some laps? It was Stryker. Stryker led 6 laps. So there you go. 3 different leaders. As it doth work, folks. It doth work. Okay. We'll talk to him. I called it the Nathan Bigart butt whooping contest, and that's exactly what it was. Congrats, man. How about it? 6 wins on the season.
Oh, what a night, man. What an awesome season. Man, we got this Toyota tuned up here in New Hampshire, you know. It helps to be up here, get all the practice in, so we're definitely proud of it. It was a good night.
Tell you what, hometown track, I was telling Budgie, I was like, there's you like the tracks that you consider like your own, right? And this is no exception. Consistency ruled the roost. I looked once that first section of fall off I was watching the lap times, how consistent it was. Just the line was consistent. Even able to get around traffic that was, kind of middle race line, middle in your normal line, and able to still drive around. They're doing a great job of managing consistency. Tonight was every bit of the consistency marker.
Yeah, absolutely. The long run pace was where I was very strong. I knew in practice Caffrey was really close, man. He was fast for about 20 laps. And that scared me at the end of the race because that's how long we were going to have was a 20-lap run. I knew I was going to have to push. And I didn't want to in case there was another caution. So I really didn't want to hurt the tires because then you bring Stryker back up there with us and it becomes a bit, of a who-knows race because he's saving tire in the back. But the long run definitely where I felt very strong tonight. It was fun. New Hampshire, a lot of people don't like it, but honestly, like you said, man, there's multiple lanes at this track. You can work your way through traffic. There's plenty of ways to figure it out. Watching it in real life was the same way. There was plenty of passing this year. So the car, the tire wear, everything's changing, along with NASCAR. And it's definitely making this track much more racy and fun. The fall off is so much fun with, being able to save the tire and just be so much better on a long run. So I really enjoyed it. I think the Chop Shop guys, everyone out here tonight did an awesome job. Usually New Hampshire can be a bit of a caution fest, That's an understatement. I mean, we've had over 20 cautions here before, so hats off to everyone tonight for this long green flag, green flag cycle in the pits. Like, you just don't get that here. So it shows the character, everybody out here doing a great job. And it gave me that long run that I needed to put a lot of the field a lap down. Man, I was so close to having Banks when that caution came out. I was frustrated, but it was fun. Great race.
Yeah. I was. I called New Hampshire the Chop Kryptonite. But tonight it worked out really well. I was glad to see it run green. I was glad to see it. The fates changed. Everybody raced each other with a lot of respect. There was, I think everybody realized that the turn of the corner. Stryker calls it eating the run, and we saw a lot of that tonight. We saw some close battles, but side by side racing only goes so far before you start seeing the drive line push up, and you test the waters for you can only test the waters for so long.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there was definitely some good battling because I was playing some games on the restarts and choosing different lanes to put different people side by side. There was one where I got Chris and Stryker to battle real hard against each other for a while, so that was fun watching in my mirror. So definitely some good racing, and like you said, a lot of give and take, people giving room, not over driving and spinning, wrecking the car. It was a great job by everyone tonight, for sure. I'm proud of this.
Did they only allow you 4 gears this time? Because I think that's a big factor.
Yeah, well, you could go to 5th, but it was just too high of a gear. It was unnecessary.
Oh no, yeah,
So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There's that's what we were seeing in the last race that we called in the Cup car here. Was that it was 4th and 5th gear, but it was such a big spread. Like 4th gear downshifting from 5th to 4th was too much, and then 3rd and 4th were supposed to be the magic number because that's what it is in real life. I was glad to see it tonight. I did peek in on the cars and see what everybody was doing, so I was glad to see that it was a 3rd, 4th gear ratio instead of just running 4th and 5th.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely feels better, and it's closer to real life, like you said. You're not going too fast at this track. The 5th gear is just unnecessary.
Yeah, the fastest lap time tonight, Brandon Banks. Because we're going to talk to him here in just a little bit. His let's see, position, and hold on, there it is. 121 mile an hour average. That's slow for a Cup car.
Yeah.
Same for you. 30.446 at 121 miles an hour. It's crazy. Sorry, Caffrey had the fastest lap of the race, 30.39, still 121. So it's not that much.
No, absolutely not.
But it is a 1.5-mile racetrack. It's flat. It's a lot of fun, and I don't know. I like the racetrack. I'm not a fan of it in the Cup car, but I like it in the truck. So I mean, because I have a tendency to favor the truck over the Cup car. That's just because of me, but it is a good track to get out there and work on apex and corners. I mean, flat tracks are the best way for it.
And there's a lot of throttle control too, because you end up, on and off the throttle several times throughout the corner if you're doing it correct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's fun. It's fun in that sense. There's a lot of braking. It's just a technical track in that sense, and it's fun. I enjoy it.
It's a big Martinsville. What it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We were saying that tonight, that it's just an oversized Martinsville.
Just you have more room if something happens. That's it. Nate, off to Texas next week, man. Congratulations. It was a lot of fun to call. And of course, we like seeing some of the best racing get out there and be showing up, man. Tonight was the night. Give you shout outs, man. You got a victory. Here's 6 of them. You're almost batting 500. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's been a great season, that's for sure. Looking forward to next week. Just give a shout out to all the admins of Chop Shop, everyone that puts in work for us to come out and have a good time. Appreciate everything they do for us. I want to thank Jeff once again for my paint. I love the Cowabunga Ninja Turtles paint job on this Toyota Camry. Man, it looks beautiful. Get a lot of comments about it when I race in iRacing. So just thanks to him. A shout out to you, Jason, Signature Esports, everything you do for the Chop Shop crew. All the fans out there watching. A sponsor of the series, the Chopp'N It Up podcast, I believe is going to get fired back up. Nice to see Ryan back out here with us. And yeah, all the fans out there watching. Budgie Bird always out there helping you, supporting you and the Chop Shop crew. My #1 fan, always out here supporting me. Love you, Mom.
That is old Nate Yo1 putting the butt whipping on him. I appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, have a good one.
That's he did. He put a butt whooping on. That's his track, though. Let's talk to Michael Caffrey, my favorite Australian. Don't tell anybody else, okay? Because I do like all I like all my friends from down under. Brandon Sackett tonight. He said he was worried about you.
I was trying, but hey, it's his home ground. It's his stomping ground. So, he's got to be good there. I knew he was going to be fast, and I threw the book at him, but it's not quite good enough.
Yeah, this is a track, and I talked about it earlier. These flat ovals, you have a tendency to see the guys who really like, Indy and Pocono and some of the road courses that we have a tendency to go to, including yourself, find this track easier to drive than some of the 1.5 mile tracks. And I mean, tonight you proved me right, which is awesome. But what it is about this track that you do so well at?
It's definitely a tricky track. It's that coming off, turn 1 and 2, that little bump on the exit, that can catch you out so easy, and even coming out of 4, it's just so easy to over rotate it there. I had to catch it a few times, like when I was sending it. So many good drivers in here. Nate, there was Striker was up there, Justin, yeah. So there was someone else up there as well. Dave was up there. Yeah, it's very competitive.
Let's see. I was looking at the points earlier, coming into today's race. Let me pop them up real quick again. You, sir, are right there in the middle of the bunch. You got a win. You have a stage win. You have 8 playoff points. You're sitting 8th coming into today's race. You're having a really good season, and with a win, you can always see another one coming your way too.
Yeah, look, I had a slow start to the season. I missed a couple of races, but I'm making my way back up there. I'm just trying to have solid finishes. Make sure I'm up. At least in the top 10. I sort of fell. I just hit the top 10. I just hit the 10 at Kentucky. I cooked the tires a bit early, and I just dropped at least 5 spots towards the end. The last 10 laps. I was just watching people go past me. I knew the tires were cooked. I just pushed a bit too hard, and there were no cautions in that one. So I made sure that I was a little bit more cautious of that happening on this one. I sort of did it again in that first stint, but hey, it's good. So when I said Justin, I meant Justice. Yeah, so he was driving really well today.
Yeah, you guys are. Everybody's getting used to each other, right? I mean, we had a decent field size for New Hampshire. This one has gone haywire a couple of times. Like I was telling Chad earlier, and I said it to Nate. This track has at some points been the kryptonite of Chop Shop, and tonight we get it turned back around. I like seeing. I don't know if it's the simulator changing or if it's just drivers, just changing the way the course. It's probably a little bit of everything. And New Hampshire showed up tonight. It was a good race, and lots of little battles everywhere. And similarly, you were able to make passes in every lane as well, able to run the outside and run the bottom side, and try to have drive off.
Yeah, I had worked on the top side and the bottom side just for when you do get caught up in that traffic, because it is that smaller track and that's going to happen. Just to make it a little bit easy for yourself when yeah, so you do get that drive off, so you can get around him. But yeah, look, it was a great race. All props to Nate. Killed it. Good on him.
I call it the Big Art butt whooping. That's what it was.
Yeah. It was a good race, and like you were saying, like it has, Chop Shot has, we've had a patchy pass, but there was some long runs in there. Nate was probably a bit disappointed it didn't go green all the way like Kentucky did. But hey, I was quietly cheering because I could have done it for a new set of boots right then. It was I could see, I was watching the clock and the time and how far away Striker was, and I was just pacing him and Banks for that matter.
Yeah, it's okay to have a new set of shoes every once in a while. We could have run 2 stages today. 250 lappers and then a 100 lap at the end. And this track, you don't go very fast, and the lap times are so stinking long for a 1 miler. Like you just feel so slow. But you guys are running 30-second laps, I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, that right at the start there. Even I missed Striker. Striker was up there as well. He must have had something happen because he dropped right back, or he dropped it significantly back compared to where I thought he was going to be. So he must have. I'm not sure what happened to him, but yeah, he was quick as well. So he still he got into 5th. So yeah, but he was up. He was fighting up there with Nate as well. Good. It was a good race. I actually love. I love New Hampshire. Yeah, it's and Martinsville. I love those sort of tracks as well. But it is tricky to drive.
It was fun. It looked like you guys were Sunday driving out there, brother. But must as the wheel turns, we must be doing more to keep. I want to see more leagues run this track because I like this track. I think it's a great track. I think everybody should put this on their schedule because the racing can be fun, and it can teach you a lot about yourself and what you're doing to your car.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, you definitely do need to put a bit of time into the track to, for race day, a bit of prep. But yeah, if you just roll out, like first few times around the track, I just burnt that front right off nearly straight away. But yeah, got there in the end, and even in that after that stage, man, I'd burnt that tire off like pretty early. I had to go in for. Striker went around me, and then the next person, and I'm like, okay, I got to go in. So, yeah, and then I caught him back up, and Nate just come back out ahead of me, literally on the front of my bumper, where after he did his stop. So, yeah, he was in a good position. I knew he was in a good position at that stage because he had fresh tyres. I probably had about 10, maybe 15 already on him already.
Yeah, when I saw him coming to the pit road later than everybody else, I was like, all right, I see the strategy here. I mean, you gotta be able to hold your own, and you gotta be able to do your thing. Tonight you did so. Mike, congratulations, brother, on P2. Nothing wrong with it, my friend. Give a shout outs, man. That was awesome.
Hey, thanks, Jason. Always love getting up here. It'd be better if I got that poll. Just a shout out to yourself, Jason, and Signature Esport for all the broadcast work you do. Admin box. Poll Award, Stay Tuned Sports Podcast, and Chop Shop, Chopp'N It Up Podcast and Media. And a big shout out to Striker and John for running the league. And also shout out to my teammates Dave Steiner and Phil Cuffey. Phil could make it today. Dave, a notable 10th for Dave. He started at the back of the field, worked his way through and held in there. He just got caught up with that yellow at the end. Otherwise, he probably... he would have finished pretty strong, but all good. Hey, thanks a lot, and shout out for the wife at home for allowing me to race. I'd do it anyway, but thanks.
Yeah, you got to thank the missus. If you don't, then, well, we know what happens. We know who really wears the pants in our families.
Exactly.
That's and I said our. I didn't say just one per. Yeah, we know how it is. Mike, much love, man. We'll see you next week at Texas.
Thank you very much, Jason.
That's Michael Caffrey coming home. He's from Perth, Australia. We love him. He's an amazing human being. And speaking of amazing human beings, Brandon Banks, P3 tonight. Comfortable. Good pit stop. chilling like a villain. Yeah, you just wanted to be comfortable at the end. I saw you driving. I saw what you were doing. I was like, he's settled for a third. He's good. He's happy.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was lost. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what gear to be in. I didn't know what lane to ride in. I could not figure it out. So, we were just really we were just out there riding around. Really, that's all we were doing. I had nothing for those guys up front. So, I mean, honestly, just trying to preserve the tire while trying to learn how to drive the track at the same time. I think just track position there at the end got me a couple more spots. I probably would have been about a 5th place car. So I mean, all in all, I feel like we came out of there probably better than we should have. So can't really complain about that. But yeah, just completely lost. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had no clue what to do. Like I said, I didn't know what to shift. I didn't know which lane to be in. I had so many different lines I was driving. I just it was fun. Don't get me wrong. The racing was great. I mean, they green flag pit stops. You don't really ever see that here, so that's awesome. But yeah, just not a big fan of this track. We knew when we came in here we were all gonna be chasing Biggert anyway. So yeah, it's kind of expected, but it was fun.
I was I called, like I was telling Mike. I told him this is the Big Art butt kicking today. I mean, it's his home track, so like this is, I picked Chicago and Texas to kind of, not Texas, Chicago and Kansas to really like hone my skills on, because those are the closest to home tracks I could call home tracks, and so I know a lot about those tracks. This man just knew what to do.
Yeah, he knew exactly where to be. Obviously, I wish he'd get in here and show me what the heck to do, because I'm lost. It's a hard track. It really is. Like for them to him and Caffrey and even Strickland. I mean, he was pretty fast too. I don't think we really had much for him either, to be honest with you. But for them to pull away like they did there at the end, that's just that's hats off to them. They did something that I have no clue how to do. So we got to figure that out, because that's not gonna fly if we're gonna try to win championship in here. So kind of disappointed in my driving, to be honest with you. But
let's make sure they're not going to New Hampshire again. Hold on.
yeah, let's make sure. One time he gets one race, that's it.
Yeah, no more New Hampshire on the schedule.
No,
but there is
we're good.
Phoenix and Darlington and Pocono.
Well, Darlington's my home track. I can race there, and Phoenix, I'm not absolutely horrible, even though he's still pretty good there. But this one and the gateways and things like that, he's just on a different level. I don't know how he gets off the corner so dang fast. Gets the car to turn at the same time. So I don't know. Still trying to figure this car out, really. Like I said, with the updates and things, they constantly changing things on it, trying to make it supposedly better. It's just it's tough, just trying to keep up with what's going on. So, even the gearing tonight, you're going in 4th. I don't know whether to be in 4th or 3rd or what, and probably should have practiced, honestly. I got so much going on and stuff. I just didn't have a chance to get in here and really turn any laps. And hey, like I said, we should have been about maybe a 5th place car. I was really impressed with that, honestly, as bad as we were racing. And to come out of here with a 3rd, that's definitely a win here for me. So
yeah, for not knowing what you were doing, you did pretty damn good. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
No, I was watching Nate. I mean, he was the 3rd exchange before the corner, so 4th to 3rd before the corner. His brake bias, his whatever his ratio is there on the cylinders, that's got to be part of the knowledge, So, and then he was double braking, double clutching, granny, whatever the saying is from Fast and the Furious, all the way around. Just like, he called it best, and I agree. This is a big Martinsville, so he was driving this track like it was Martinsville, and then wasn't up to gear until he was on the straightaway. So like it was interesting. But I was watching fall off for everybody as well. I know that there was some tire fall off throughout the race. but it seemed like it stagnated if you could be consistent for a very long time. And then all of a sudden it'd fall off again, and then it would stagnate there for 10 laps again. And it was crazy to watch. Like it fell off in steps.
Yeah, that first run, I don't know if it's just because I was trying so many different lines and I completely destroyed the right front. I think I was at 14 right when I pitted there on my right front, and it was much better as the race went on. I think we kind of figured out a little bit where we could actually be somewhat quick, but nothing compared to the top guys. Like I said, I don't know if that's something to do with the Masters or just how they're rolling the corner. If he's using more brake, I don't know what it is. So hats off to them, man. They put in the time, the effort, and they deserve it. So congrats to him and Caffrey. Caffrey was super fast. So I mean, hey, can't down a bit at all. They did what they were supposed to do.
Well, you did too. I'm gonna toot your horn for. I may toot your horn for you. You did fine. I mean,
yeah, like I said, we okay. I mean, we were fast. Don't get me wrong. We weren't like super slow. It was just I didn't have any speed for them at all. Like I would normally maybe would have at a different track. It's just I can't figure it out. So, like I said, we weren't like dead in the water slow. We just weren't as fast as we need to win the race, and that's what we need to try to figure out. So, but yeah, like I said, it's a fun race. Like I mean, the whole league, they did excellent job tonight. Like I said, you never see green flag runs here like that. I mean, whether it's in the truck or the Xfinity, anything, it's always, it feels like every time it's a caution fest, and you can't ever get a rhythm. And this track, I feel like you really need to be in rhythm here to really make speed and to race it like it's supposed to be. So awesome job to the entire league for the race tonight. We raced it about as good as I think you could probably race it for a league race. So hats off to them.
I agree because they've had 20 plus cautions here, and
and that was a long race. That was very long.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, 200 laps. I was describing that too, and I was like, man, they ran 200 laps here. They could have had 2 stages. They give everybody a damn break.
Tell me about it.
But it was. I mean, it turns. I mean, 30-second laps over 200 laps. But, if it's a 1.5 mile track, it seems like it's going by fast, right? But now when you're so slow in the corner, you're like, okay, I can see the corner. All right, there's the corner. Let me wave to the missus. How you doing? And then I'm back on the throttle. All right, now we're down the straightaway. Oh, hold on, I gotta stop. We're gonna do it again. Way back to the missus.
Yeah, we got to like lap 80, and I was like, we're not even halfway yet.
No,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I was looking at the time, and I was like, because I was like, oh, I'd been live for 50 minutes by the time you guys hit lap 80, and I was like, what? But it turned into a great race, and we had a good 20 lap sprint at the end. You got 2 wins and a stage win on the season. You sit 5th of the points coming into today's race. Brandon, congratulations, man, on P3. It was deserved. You did fine. Give you shout outs.
Yeah. Appreciate you and Signature Sports for doing this. You put on a great broadcast. Thanks to Strickland and everybody that puts this on. The Chop It Up podcast for sponsoring the league, the DBR guys. And like I said before, congrats to Nathan and Caffrey, man. They raised a heck of a race. So hats off to them. Thanks for everybody that comes out and watches, and like I said, all our families and stuff that allow us to come out here and do this all the time. As you should take so much practice to try to be good in this and on this thing, and it's people just giving us, with our families, giving us time to do that. So thanks to them, like I said, and like I said, we'll go on next week. I think we got
Texas.
God, is it
Texas.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad. We'll take that over this any day. And we'll see what we can do next. Maybe we can get a little more practice in and feel like we're a little more up to speed compared to tonight. So, but yeah, great job. Appreciate everybody. Thank you.
See you, Brandon. That is Brandon Banks, P3 tonight. He did such a great damn job. Anyway, I know. He's fast. Okay, I know he's fast. I've watched him over the last 5 years. He's a fast man, but jam. He and Shafe and Nubra and getting up there with, just some of the Lawson Peel, some of the guys that we've known from some of the bigger, through the bigger series that, they all start somewhere. And we've known a lot of these guys. Brandon's fast. Nate's fast. Stryker's fast. Jason Day's fast. All these drivers are fast. Culver's fast. Brad Dobbs getting so much better. Jeremy Bailey's out there rocking it. Mr. Ham's out there doing things. Tony Sanders doing phenomenal. I always got my friends and Mr. Crown over. Cam Dario's out there. I mean, you pick a name out there. Everybody's got it, right? Pat Green had a great night going for him until it couldn't go for him. And so, the things happen. Racing happens, but, it was a ton of fun. This was a great night of racing for Chop Shop. And they're going to have more of it coming up soon. So we have no races tomorrow, but we'll be live streaming. I'm going to figure out what's going on with the Twitch stuff. And so we'll figure that out. And we thank everybody for being out there, of course, and we'll go live in the morning. But as always, folks, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you to Chop Shop. Thank you to, of course, Speedy Trophies. It's part of Chop Shop Racing. I want to thank, of course, all of the Chop Shop players in the Xfinity Series, including the Chop It Up Podcast, Duck Farm LLC. I want to thank, of course, the Cup sponsors, which is the Chop It Up Podcast. Stay tuned, sports. So we've got Admin Box, Ball Status, B&B Music, all a part of the Chop Shop Racing crew. John Hammond, Michael Strickland, the founders of the whole dang old thing. And, of course, and always, thank you to Budgie for being out there. I know she jumped over, and she's normally used to being on Twitch, but she jumped over to YouTube for me, which I appreciate as well. We just do the thing. Thank you to all the chats. Thank you to all the sponsors, partners, and affiliates. We'll figure out what's going on with Twitch so that way we can go back live and we'll do some things. So we appreciate you all very, very much. We love you. Be good. Be safe. Be kind of one of the most important factor of life. We'll see you soon.